The reckoning that isn't about a man. A video circulates, millions watch, thousands comment, and almost immediately, something subtle but revealing begins to happen. The video itself becomes secondary. What matters is not the footage, not the personalities involved, not even the allegations or defenses being debated. What matters is the response field that forms around it. This is not about one man, one producer, one platform, or one documentary. It is about a thought system. And once that thought system is seen clearly, the entire spectacle reorganizes itself. The word reckoning carries a quiet assumption. It implies accounting, settlement, payment. Something is owed. Someone must pay. A ledger must be balanced. But a reckoning is not the same thing as truth. Truth asks nothing to be paid. Truth does not require a fall. Truth does not demand a body to carry guilt. A reckoning, by contrast, presumes guilt before understanding. It does not ask what is true, it asks who owes. That framing alone determines everything that follows. When an audience is invited into a reckoning, it is not being asked to see, it is being asked to judge. The footage presented as never before seen is not revelatory in the way the phrase suggests. It does not introduce new facts so much as it introduces interpretations. Moments are selected not to prove wrongdoing, but to suggest character. Ordinary human behaviors are framed as psychological evidence. Disgust replaces discernment. Reaction replaces inquiry. The viewer is not guided toward understanding. The viewer is guided toward conclusion. This is not journalism in the classical sense. It is narrative steering. The real documentary is not the video. It is the response. The comments reveal far more than the footage ever could. Speaking is easy. Typing is intentional. People do not write unless something in them needs expression. What survives the pause, the edit, the decision to post, is what is actually alive in the mind. When thousands independently express the same emotional posture, a pattern emerges. The most dominant emotional tone is not sorrow, concern, or sobriety. It is pleasure. Downfall is enjoyed. This is not justice-seeking behavior, it is relief-seeking behavior. The mind feels lighter when someone else is made heavy. Condemnation becomes catharsis. Punishment becomes purification. Humor appears everywhere in the response field. Jokes, memes, sarcasm, and trolling dominate. This is not incidental. Humor allows aggression without accountability. It creates plausible deniability. Laughter anesthetizes conscience. The belief that silence equals complicity emerges repeatedly. If one does not speak, one is assumed to allow. Restraint becomes cowardice. Neutrality becomes guilt. Complexity becomes corruption. This logic does not protect truth, it eliminates it. Nuance is intolerable to a mind that needs certainty for safety. When outcomes introduce ambiguity, the crowd escalates rather than pauses. Partial guilt is rejected. Complexity is attacked. Ambiguity interrupts catharsis. So ambiguity itself becomes evidence of wrongdoing. A hero emerges within the spectacle. But this is not a hero of restraint or clarity. It is a hero of retaliation. Persistence of grievance is mistaken for integrity. Retaliation is mistaken for courage. Exposure is framed as salvation. If it is out in the open, safety is assumed. But exposure does not heal guilt. It relocates it. The belief underneath is simple. If the bad is out there, I am clean in here. Underneath the judgment lies fear. If power can fall, then no position is secure. Condemnation becomes armor. Judgment offers a temporary sense of safety. This is not about a man. It is not about a documentary. It is not about a platform. It is about how the mind behaves when it believes guilt is real and must be managed. The mind hunts. The mind celebrates punishment. The mind mistakes superiority for innocence. The mind confuses certainty with truth. A true reckoning would not be loud. It would not be entertaining. It would not be celebrated. It would be quiet. It would ask why judgment feels good. It would ask why punishment feels like peace. It would ask why humiliation feels like justice. Those questions threaten the thought system that needs enemies to survive. So the spectacle continues. And yet, once the pattern is seen, it cannot be unseen. The reckoning is not of a person, it is of a belief. And beliefs, once clearly seen, do not need to be attacked. They simply stop working. Submitted for your consideration. A moment in time where millions gathered, not to witness truth, but to witness judgment. A spectacle mislabeled as a reckoning, where guilt was weighed, punishment was cheered, and certainty masqueraded as clarity. No verdict was rendered here, because no trial ever truly took place. What stood exposed was not a man, nor a documentary, nor a culture, but a habit of mind. A habit that believes peace comes from pointing outward. A habit that confuses condemnation with justice and humiliation with healing. In this place, laughter becomes anesthesia, outrage becomes currency, and silence is mistaken for guilt. Yet the most revealing evidence never appeared on the screen. It appeared in the mirror, held quietly before the audience. For the real reckoning is never about who falls, but about what is believed to rise when they do. And once that belief is seen for what it is, it loses its power to persuade. Tonight's lesson does not end with punishment, nor does it conclude with absolution. It ends with recognition, and recognition once entered is irreversible. You've just witnessed a thought system examining itself, in a dimension not of judgment and defense, but of perception. A place known to some as conscience, to others as awakening, and to those traveling without maps, as a quiet corner of the Twilight Zone.